Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Unpopular Views. This is Virus Series Prediction Show, and what a way to start off. We got a glimpse of Ron's ass. Mike Knox listening to some kind of music back there, just jamming.
I'm listening to our music. I was enjoying what you put together, brother, your compilation for your intro.
Oh, thank you. This is a prediction show with myself as well as Big Daddy Cool. Unfortunately, he's not able to join us. He's enjoying the festivities. But the festivities doesn't stop for us completely anyway, as we are here to talk about Survivor Series, which is coming up on Saturday in Chicago, Illinois, at the I forgot the name of the arena. I need to know Allstate. I need to know that since I'm walking there. Apparently, I'm 14 minutes from it. I'm walking. So let's dive right into it. First, how's everybody doing for their Thanksgiving? What's up, Jeffrey?
As the kids would say, I'm Liddy, but I'm not Josh Giddey, because that man going to jail. Okay, Twitter, hashtag Josh Giddey. You know what I mean? He's doing a lot of Thanksgiving with some underage girls. So, but I'm giddy though. Had my mimosas this morning. I got some Maker's
We can
Mark.
tell.
You hear my wife in the back? If you're not that champagne life. We're here to talk to wrestling. Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna leave that whole 10 seconds of just clapping in the background. Hear my wife alone, because that does not sound good at all. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Survivor Series. Don't look like that. Okay. Too many mimosas.
Don't scissor me, bro.
Look, man, I came here to predict and talked about some Survivor Series right here on a popular view on a Saturday. No, it's Thursday. Afternoon. I had no mimosa, but I know I should.
That's your problem.
Maybe so. But please lead the way.
We got potatoes, yams, greens, turkey, ham, collard greens, collard greens, yolk greens, mama greens.
Not for nothing. Real quick, I have a little. I like doing these one will go thing on my Instagram stories, and someone said, "Get rid of the turkey." How do you get rid of the turkey? That's something you don't do. It's very upsetting. You get rid of the ham.
Turkey, Christmas ham. That's what it's supposed to be. But we're doing both.
You get rid of the ham, honestly. You get rid of the ham. Turkey, you talk about yams, you talk about mac and cheese. I feel like I would be offended if someone said get rid of the mac and cheese. Unless your mac and cheese sucks, then this should go.
You can tell this is the Thanksgiving edition episode of Unpopular View. Happy Thanksgiving, Charmaine. And happy Thanksgiving to all of our fans out there that watches us throughout the entire brand of Unpopular View, Unpopular View Wrestling, Unpopular
Thank you, Jeffrey. He understands.
Unpopular View Gaming. That's a crime to get rid of turkey. You know what? I can eat turkey, but I'm not a fan of turkey. I can eat ham, but I'm not a fan of ham. I never will sit here and say I'm craving ham. I never will sit here and say I'm craving turkey.
But I just feel like when you have a Thanksgiving meal, how do you get rid? Unless you're vegan, then I'll give you the pass. But even then, it's not coming from me because I don't have a pass for being vegan. I've been vegan the longest, a good 5 minutes. So shout out to them.
I did 2 whole years.
Yeah. Oh, good for you.
It was.
I will say this. I'm just not a fan. Like tonight, I'm gonna have lamb, or this afternoon, or this evening, whenever this thing thaws, because I effed up. I'm gonna have lamb because that's what I do. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. We've been on the show for like 5 minutes, haven't talked about it at all. The first thing we're gonna talk about is Carlito versus Santos Escobar, for I guess just bragging rights or something. To determine who's king.
They got rid of that pay-per-view, by the way.
Yeah, they did.
That was a good.
It was only one pay-per-view. It was only one pay-per-view.
But it was a good pay-per-view.
But wasn't it pretty much Survivor Series?
It was Survivor Series before Survivor Series, but it was about brand supremacy before they decided to make real brand supremacy.
Hold on, say that again. It wasn't before Survivor Series.
It was a month before Survivor Series.
Oh, you meant that way? Okay.
Oh, yeah, because I was a little confused too.
For the non-intelligent wrestling fans, for a moment, I had a blonde moment. But go ahead, continue.
No, it's fine. And but Santos Escobar and Carlito, we'll start with you. Great Grand Slam Puba. What do you think is going down in this particular match?
Well, I know one thing for sure. How's everyone feel about Carlito's music? Because I immediately think it reminds me of Pitbull's music. Okay, there we go. I wish they have just kept the original theme. But Santos Escobar against Carlito. I got Santos winning. I feel like to keep this hill run going, he could lose and he'll be fine. I'm sure of it, but I feel like he needs to get this W. So I got Santos Escobar getting the win here, and also keep teaching that fraudulent Rey Mysterio even more of a lesson. Great job, Santos. Big fan of what you're doing. Juventud Guerrera is sitting here singing your praises. Oh, the floor is yours, Mike Knox.
Okay, no, I was just showing normally, I was waiting for my name to be called out, whatever, the host of the show to say something, But if I'm here, we all host here. 3 big heads. Listen, Carlito doesn't need to win this match. We don't need to have the same thing on both promotions right now where the older guys are winning matches, okay? Right now, this is for my man, Mr. Escobar, to be what he's supposed to be and be dominant. Now, how does it work? How does it happen? Let's see. I don't care if it's a hill way or not. I'm looking for something to be a turn. Maybe not this soon in this rivalry, but I think, come on. That's something I think he can work. He needs to be back with Dalphasm. So I like how he told them about themselves this week. So, well, I can't ever say the name, so just say it for me. That's why we say, what's the name? Okay? So don't sit there and frown, you know what I mean, because you're eating lamb, okay? And you don't have this mac and cheese I'm be macking and cheesing on. But I got my man Escobar.
Whoa! This guy is up.
Yeah, not for nothing.
Are you?
Not for nothing. I would love a plate of mac and cheese, and I would love a sweet potato pie. Unfortunately, I don't feel like. Okay, that's nice. Unfortunately, I can't make sweet potato pie right now. I didn't buy the ingredients, and I don't feel like making mac and cheese, so I'm just screwed over. But anyway, yeah, it's some work. Let's see. Hopefully, Carlito has a lot of apples on standby and practicing Santos to win since he just turned heel. I'm predicting. Leave Juventud out of it.
I don't understand why people are not singing the praise of Juventud Guerrero.
Because he sucks. Now,
no, you're crazy. Juvi is the juice.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike Knox.
Juventud Guerrero is a legend.
Thank you.
I see. Those who don't know.
See, thank you for that, Mike Knox. And it was great that it came out on Mike Knox because he's the intelligent wrestling fan, unlike you, the executive poop, because you don't know nothing.
So here's what I know. I know that Santos. I'm sorry. Here's what I know. Juventud Guerrero. Nobody really cares about him. I'm sorry. He showed up on TNA.
I'm sorry. You just called us nobody.
No pop.
I know, right? I'm really hurt by this. I'm about to walk out.
If the shoe fits, look.
I wear size 9.
I
don't think it does.
Maybe that thing that you said was floating is not really floating. So let's go ahead and talk.
What
about
did I say was floating?
And Carlito.
Go ahead.
Here's a fun fact: Carlito has online. He actually has an interview where he admits he's not exactly a fan of his song. He wanted to go back to his old song, but because the WWE, which makes a ton of money, because Survivor Series tickets are still super expensive, it's pissing me off. Did not want to pay the rights and the royalties for the song. Wow. They had him change his song, which is what he has now, and it's not as good. It doesn't make sense. Now, the only thing is,
I'm just waiting for Pitbull to come out.
Edge because he's obviously a lot buffer than he was back all them years ago. Yeah, what's up, Mike?
And this whole thing has been. He wanted to bring up the Rey Mysterio thing, Mr. Puba brought up, because listen, this is all Rey's fault because you bring in a Puerto Rican to the LWO, and that was where the dissension started. Okay?
Oh my.
That's what I'm saying. And I get it. They're still Latinos, but no, you know what I'm talking about. Rey, you're a shatty father, and now you're a shatty leader of a faction that you should have been a leader of a faction anyway. Take your legendary status and continue to go on, because not only is Juventud better than you, but so is Pac.
Thank you. Absolutely.
I don't know where this went, but I'm going to go with Carlito to pick up the victory through some shenanigans, probably some kind of disqualification. But that's what I definitely see happening. We're going to take a reset. When we come back, we're going to talk some more matches.
We're going to try to get back on track.
I don't know what's going on here. We got to get back on track. Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching a popular review.
This was the strangest segments, promos I've seen in a while. Christian Cage is gold in the ring, just on the mic alone. We don't even need this guy to wrestle, but like 4 to 6 matches a year. All we need is this guy to come out, cut these silly, crazy, fantastic promos. Christian has made me interested in Nick Wayne. I don't know how he's done that, but he has made me interested in Nick Wayne. And he's also made me somewhat interested in Luchasaurus at this point.
Killswitch. I think that's a better name. I'm sorry. I know those people in Chicago disagreed. I thought Killswitch is a much better name than Luchasaurus. I take him much more seriously now.
He will not be known as it. This won't last very long.
Should.
We can see the writing on the wall here. We can, I mean, in my opinion, we're going to get Edge comes out, saves the day. Nick Wayne's mom ends up, having to watch her son take a concerto.
Was anybody else concerned about Stephanie's mom? Because let me tell you, she got bumped. She fell, and somehow this knocked her unconscious for 29 minutes. And
it was crazy.
Yeah, it was completely crazy.
This was Jerry Springer.
While the prodigy, Nick Cage, went out and got these chairs. Now, I don't know what happened after that. I was like, does he look like he wants to do it? Does he look like he doesn't want to do it? I mean, I was so confused. Killswitch tries to save Stifler's mom, but at the same time, then, I guess he decided he was going to go ahead and hit her with the chair. It was a little confusing at times, but such a great segment until Edge came out and ruined it. Trying to steal the spotlight like he always does.
Adam
Cole was in there.
No, Adam Copeland was. F you. Who won? Christian Cage, who has been doing some of the best work, man. I mean,
the son he never had.
There we go. EC called him Nick Cage. I
thought that's what he was going to call him. I thought he was going to drop the Wayne and add Cage in there.
If
that would have been great.
And Nick Wayne's mom, if she just played her cards right, things might have been different for her.
He did say that. That is the AEW show immediately after AEW every single Wednesday with Dan the Man, most of the time the Sheriff, as well as one of us possibly hopping in there. Mike, did you say something? Oh, okay.
You say most of the time.
I do want to sit here and congratulate you. You did a fantastic job with that commercial because the chipmunk stuff wasn't feeling it. I was feeling that. I was ready to be kind of upset though because I thought for a moment that I was going to have a steaming moment where I just sat there and said nothing. You don't do that to the bad guy. So good job.
EC, did you fast forward it? Yes, I did. And it sounds better when it's sped up like Oliver the Chipmunks. I think so. I don't know why he has a problem with this so much.
I'm not a chipmunk. That's why.
What's going on? How you doing, Dan?
Damn it, Dan. Great to see him.
Let's talk about the first championship match we're going to talk about is for the Women's World Championship, and that is one Zoe Stark.
Zoe Stank? Zoe Stank?
Challenging and trying to dethrone the WWE Women's World Champion, who is Rhea Ripley. Mike Knox, will start with you this time. Who do you have winning in this particular match?
Well, clearly, it ain't Zoe Stank. The only question is, this is going to be the third match of the night or the fourth match of the night?
It's going to be the death match tonight. I have a feeling that more people are going to go to the bathroom, and I will report live from the Allstate Arena. I feel like more people are going to go to the bathroom during this match than any other time during Survivor Series. And I hate to say it like that, but it just does not capture.
And it's nothing against Zoe Stank. And I like Zoe, by the way. It's
we
funny
can't tell.
Well, it's the Tony Stark effect, okay? So you should be able to tell. So what it is that it should just too soon for this match. I get Triple H's booking in a sense, giving it to somebody different, somebody new, a new approach. So I'm okay with that for now, but it's a filler match. So my filler pay-per-views, it's a filler match. So.
All right. Great Grand Slam Puma.
I want to know, is that Build the Bow or a new addition in the background of your thing? Because I can hear the music, sound like you're having a great time. I was ready to just jump on the chair and start dancing.
Sounds like a copy.
Neither one. It's fabulous. Breathe.
Oh, I will breathe. Thank you. I agree with George in the chat. I mean, Jeffrey, I'm sorry. I'm mixing my G's up here. Rhea Ripley retains easily. I mean, but the story for me is...
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yes. I sit here and go... This match, I think this is just a great spotlight for Zoe. So Zoe, I don't see her winning, but just to see if she can hang with someone as talented as Rhea Ripley, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get all my thoughts together. Too much eggnog. But I just look at it like this is going to be a showcase for her. I think she's going to do a fantastic job because she is talented. But Rhea retains easily.
I have to agree with you. I think this is just a match to put her and put another match on the card because it's not that many matches on the card. I said this when I first announced it. I don't think Zoe Stark should have been the one to do it because it's going to kind of hurt her momentum and hurt everything about her because she's going to lose to Rhea Ripley. She's not a credible threat, despite them trying to make it seem like that for weeks now. She's not really a credible threat yet. She's not there yet. She has all the talent.
Is there a credible threat in how they're building the division?
And the Raw Women's Division, I would say no. I say your strongest competitor there, outside of Becky Lynch, of course, is Raquel Rodriguez. Or
I say Nia Jax above Raquel.
Well, I would say as far as a babyface is concerned, I agree with you. But they're saving the Nia Jax thing, I think, probably to Royal Rumble. But I definitely agree with you. But if you put Nia Jax, who's the odds-on favorite to win, even though she never wins because the big person hardly ever wins, you're not going to put Rhea back in there. So I think that's the match they're going to have for the Royal Rumble because the end game is going to be Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm. I think the end game is Rhea and Bianca.
They built that last year.
That's still what fans have still wanted since the Royal Rumble thing. So
Zoe needs to get the crowd behind her because they are behind Rhea. But the thing is, Zoe still tilts the line of is she a heel or a face? She's not a clear face. She's not a clear heel. So it's hard for the crowd to get behind her if they don't even know if you're a heel or a face.
And that's where I go. That's booking.
Yeah, I agree. Do you think that she might face Jade in the next pay-per-view? Who?
Nope.
Rhea Ripley? No. They're not going to put Jade out there in a Women's Championship match that quick unless it's for the NXT Women's Championship match, which I said she should be the one to throw Lyra.
Lyra. Yeah.
I don't think she goes to NXT. I think she goes straight to the main level, and I think we'll see Jade at Royal Rumble.
I think that's a strong possibility. Next match we want to talk about is for the Intercontinental Championship match, and that is Gunther, the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, in some people's opinion, versus The Miz, challenging against The Miz, who is another person who is the greatest Intercontinental Champion in some people's opinion. And I'm a little biased on this one, but we're going to start with you, Great Grandstand Puba. Who do you have walking out the
Gunther's taking this guy to the cleaners. I appreciate what they've done with The Miz. They've do the. I mean, he's better. He's a better heel. I think I've seen people. I had a friend text me. He said, "Why is the crowd is behind The Miz?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they. What's he been here for 20 years or something like that?" So he has the respect of the crowd. But Gunther's beating this dude. Miz is not the guy to take the title off. Gunther, he's just not.
Mike.
The Miz does MJF better than MJF. The Miz is playing a face, but we know The Miz is a heel, and you can see it clearly what it is. It's just The Miz is never taken. His character has been this way, any mess. I'm an A-lister, you're going to respect me, and I can still go in this ring, and my resume speaks for itself. So I love they revamped this style of The Miz, and it can play that way, and he can do very good with it, like when he on Money, when he used his expletives and things to gain himself the victory in the match. It doesn't work to this time, but I think I think this pay-per-view, in a sense, other than War Games, is just there to be there. But I got Gunther winning, but I wouldn't be surprised if The Miz came out on top, just because the record's already been broken. Why not?
And I completely agree with you, because Gunther has gone on record saying that he thinks he's kind of outgrown the Intercontinental Championship, which is a little controversial. He's been actually talking a lot lately and been kind of controversial. But I will also say that if anybody outside Chad Gable, because I still think it should be him.
And I'm thinking it is going to be him.
I'm not so sure lately all them L's he's been taking, but I will say that if
I think it's a distraction.
That's a possibility. If it is The Miz, it will not upset me. One, because I feel like he deserves to get that 9th Intercontinental Championship reign to tie the record. And I feel like he has all the capabilities of doing it. I would like to see it happen, but I'm going to go with Gunther, and I'm not upset if Gunther wins. But let's make sure Miz has a good showing. Miz has been showing what he can do in the ring. And it's not, and people act like they've never seen this before. I've seen Miz before in his Intercontinental Championship reigns where he's put on some great matches. It's just because, like I say, he doesn't do flip, run all the time that people get upset with him. But Miz is very, very good at what he does. Miz has only been injured one time. I remember he used to say all the time, because Miz always touts his successes. Miz always is all about The Miz, right? It's like Mike. He always, matter of fact, they both have the same name, Mike. It's a Mike thing, right? But I appreciate what he does, and Miz is definitely always will be, because he knows it's true, right? No one knows more about it. Every single time The Miz, somebody actually made a joke about it, but when Miz comes out there, he cuts a promo, he always says, "I am a 2-time Grand Slam champion. I am main event of WrestleMania." He always touts his successes. That's what he does. It's a Mike thing. I appreciate The Miz. I will be rooting for him, but I don't expect him to win, and I'll be fine with him losing as long as he does not look like a clown while he loses.
And I feel like the story that they're telling here, because you was mentioning he would tie. So how many reigns has Miz had? It's 8, right? 8. Who has 9? Is it Jericho?
Jericho. And a lot of people consider him to be one of the greatest just because he has 9. I don't. Because of all 9 reigns, I only remember one. Is that
the one with China?
No, that wasn't the one with China. That was the one.
No, I thought I was going to say is that the one.
He was okay. One night, but
so I would say you only remember one Jericho title reign.
I only remember one. I only remember
with
one.
your memory, that's
no. Hold on. Let me say what the exaggeration. I remember his runs, but the only one I thought that was significant enough to really speak on is the one where he, and I think Jack and I talked about this one time, is when he was feuding with the deadbeat dad, Rey Mysterio Jr. in 2008. He was an Intercontinental champion. It had a great feud and great championship run. That was it. Besides that, I don't think any of Jericho's runs were that entertaining. The first one he had, he lost in like a month. The one he had with China, it was just him and China like kind of sharing it.
Co-champions, yeah.
It was never that good. It's just that he had it so many times that they threw it on him. And people was like, "Oh, he's one of the greatest of all time." But honestly speaking, the most memorable runs of Mr. Perfect, had a very, very memorable run. Bret Hart, unfortunately, had a very
don't do that.
That whole clash. That whole class to me from that time, I can go Bret Hart, I can go Shawn Michaels, I go for what it's worth. Rick the Model Mantel had
The model Rick Martel never had the Intercontinental Championship.
I didn't mean to say. I'm sorry, Tino Santana.
Razor Ramon was a good Intercontinental champion.
Yes.
Jeff Jarrett was a good Intercontinental champion.
Jeff Jarrett over Jericho.
I would put Jarrett over Jericho any day of the week for Intercontinental Championship. I really would. But those are and then after 2000, Cat's kind of walking. I mean, Randy Orton had a good one. And of course, like I said, The Miz had the best one in the 21st century until Gunther happened. But do I rate Gunther's current better than Miz's? It's like neck and neck for me, because even though Gunther's is very, very good in this time period, he's also in the time period where there's so many more championships, and they're all breaking records. Bianca was a champion during this time, breaking record. Roman Reigns obviously is a champion right now, breaking record. MJF is in it. There's so many outstanding champions right now. You somewhat forget about Gunther at times, but. That's neither here nor there. We'll talk about that later. We're going to take another commercial break. We got some more matches to talk about. And we're going to talk about some CM Punk stuff. Stay with us. You are watching Unpopular Review.
Can you have Edge slander? I'm sorry. No. Wrestling fans above and beyond, let's get intelligent here. No Edge slander. Yes, you may feel some kind of way to your personal belief because he left. But so what? They all come and go.
No, it has everything to do with his run. His run would put no one over. He should have lost to Finn Balor.
I'm sorry. Is this called show friends or show business?
Right,
it's not his job. Right. I hate when wrestling fans say, they got to put somebody over. Triple H is the ultimate fuck you guy. Who the Triple H? But I'm a Triple H mark. I'm a Shawn Michaels mark. It's not always your job. That's what enhancement talent is for. The jobbers, it's their job. It's the production job. It's may he rest in peace because he was the greatest to ever do it. Dusty Rhodes' job to make sure that people like Roman Reigns, baby. You got it.
You got to sell it, baby.
You got to sell it, baby. Come on, you got to stop. It's not there. Wrestling is a story, and some stories are what they are. Thanos beat the shit out of the goddamn Avengers. It's just what it was. Okay, moving on.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Universal Pictures presents everything you always wanted to do in high school with everyone you always wanted to do it with. They're the students of Ridgemont High. Brad Hamilton, the fast food king. Charles Jefferson, a man with a mission. Linda Barrett, not exactly the girl next door. See Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
UPRE will be back next Thursday with the last of the I Love 80s month with Mike Knox down there's pick of Fast Mount at Ridgemont High, which movie I never heard of. And I remember last night, Dan the Man.
At Ridgemont High.
Last night, Dan the Man was talking about I've seen at least 5 times one of the greatest movies in Bad Guy Jack, and we were looking at it like, okay. All right. Well,
I wouldn't say it's one of the greatest movies of all time. It's a great comedy, but
he seemed like it must be.
No, I said he saw it like 5 times.
I've watched it a lot of times, and it's a cult classic. But we'll find out on Thursday.
We're going to find out. We're going to take a vote and see which one was the best pick of the 80s. And we're going to ask you all for that, but also make sure you watch
science.
No, it's Clue. Please make sure that you watch the Mike Knox show every single Monday at 6:00 p.m. Except for this coming Monday, it won't be on. It will actually be on Sunday for the Survivor Series review show. So looking forward to that. But let's go ahead and continue to talk about it. This time we're going to talk about the War Games match. We're going to start off with the women's War Games match, which is the team of Bocce, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair versus Damage Control, the WWE Women's Champion Io Sky, Bailey, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. And we'll start off with you, Mr. Mike Knox. Who do you have winning this particular match, and what do you have going on in this match?
Listen, I'm shocked they put this together. When they did, I was happy for it. Shotzi's in this match. Botzy, as she's been referred to, Pinhead. Even my daughter says only cheer for her when she had Amber Moon, and Amber Moon is gone, so I don't care about Shotzi. Okay, and that's from a little girl who watches all little girls wrestling. It's clear the other side got Hall of Famers. Both sides got Hall of Famers. The fact that Shotzi's over there with them, that's like putting, I don't know, Milli Vanilli on a track with Michael Jackson. That's how I feel about that girl being over there with them other girls. It's embarrassing, but she's there to take the loss. Other girls can look good. Damage Control will break up after this, I believe, if not soon, if not shortly after this. But I'm going with Asuka and the girls, Damage Control.
All right. On the great grandpa.
I agree with that. I see Shotzi being the one to eat the pin, and I do see Damage Control winning. I don't see them breaking up right away, but they're slowly putting the seed in. And what's happening here? That's my thought. That's literally my thought.
Vic just hops in. He got something to say.
He got something to say.
Hold on to after this. And I'll bring you in, Vic, so you can talk about everything real quick. But we're going to talk about the one time. He just popped in. Who did that one time? Was it Stefan or
it might have been
Dark? Somebody just popped up.
It just showed up.
I'm just happy to see Vic's alive. All right, so
I would ask, what do you think would happen to him? But we don't have that kind of time.
All right, so definitely Damage Control is winning this match. I said before, I'm not a fan of Becky Lynch being in this women's War Games match. I don't think she needed to be in it, except for they just want to put her in someplace. But it's just a further storyline.
Man, Becky Lynch sucks. Bring back Big Time Bex.
Big Time Bex, I agree, is much better than man Becky Lynch. But I think it's going to be a fantastic match, though. I think these 8 women are going to do so many things. As long as they stay away from bocce, they will be fine and not get hurt. And it's just, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to see the storyline after it. But as obviously Shotzi's in this, and I hate to say it, and I'm sorry, Shotzi, because I think you're a very nice person. But you're only in this match to take this L. You are the person to get the pin, because you're the only person that's not going to get hurt by taking the pin, because you can't go any lower than you are. I would like to see something along the lines of War Games of 2019, where Dakota Kai kicked the hell out of Tegan Nox.
Oh, that was beautiful.
And that's how they take care of Bayley. And I think it should happen after the match. I think that would be something that make people tune in on Friday, and that'll be something to look forward to. So I am looking forward to that. Let me see. It won't be an unpopular review show without Charmaine saying "Ding dong, you wrong" to somebody. So apparently, I'm wrong about something. Team Charlotte for Charlotte Flair is the greatest wrestler of all time. Now, I will say this: it is not Team Charlotte. It is Team Bianca. Bianca's the definite captain this time, right? Charlotte is taking a somewhat, because she's still Charlotte. Oh, here we go again. Charlotte is taking a somewhat back seat, right, to this. So somewhat of a backseat, but
I feel like they're bad mouthing you, and I enjoy all of that. I feel like that you said something, and like they were just like, yeah, this damn Christopher.
Amira from the Husband and Wife show, which has been on my feeds and everything like that, but has not come up with a single episode.
It says coming soon. It'll be here next Wednesday.
Well, coming soon is like beer. All right. Because I'm not over there yet.
I thought beer panned out.
Relax. I'll
do you want to bring in the victim?
No. I'm going to take one last commercial break, and then we're going to wrap it
up. Wait. Hold up. Before we do that, I think we all said who would be the one to eat the pin, but I don't think anyone said who would be the one pinning. So why don't we just spice up a little bit here? Who do you think?
Sky is going to pin Shotzi. Kyrie, no. Yeah, Kyrie.
I had Io myself.
It's going to be Kyrie.
It has to be Kyrie because Io's still the women's champion. She's fine. She's made, but you want to reintroduce Kyrie to the crowd. You want to make her look strong. It would be so sweet to see her hitting that insane elbow from the top of the cage.
I hope she doesn't do that.
I hope she does not do that. But
she's going to do that, and I can't wait.
And it will be right there through a table, with Shotzi's going to be like, "Yeah, please give it to me. You'll be fine." And then Kyrie saying is okay, bye. And then Kyrie saying is going to get injured, and they're going to blame Bocce. We're going to take one last commercial break. When we come back, we'll hear from Vic, and we're going to talk about the men's War Game match. Maybe we'll talk about
War Games.
Say it again.
War Games. Next segment we have Wesley, the greatest North American champion. Yes, I said it there. Executive consultant. There we go. Let's get that a little louder. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The greatest North American champion. He talks about his taking away his time away. He talks about finding himself as when he was champion, and he will do anything to win back that North American championship. He talks about the Judgment Day, always having Dom's back, and the only reason why Dom is still champion is because of Judgment Day. He also says Judgment Day. I always laugh when everyone keeps saying the Judgment Day have all the titles. No, they don't. They legitimately do not have all the titles.
They don't.
They legitimately do not have all.
Undisputed tag team championships belt, the women's championship, and the NXT North American championship belt. They don't have the undisputed championship belt, the Continental championship, the United States championship. They don't have the NXT championship, the NXT women's championship.
Go ahead. Keep naming them. Keep naming them. Because even the bloodline that we have.
The ones that I could name now are retired.
Fantastic. But they say, but he says these things. He says that then Dominic comes out. He
AJ
says,
the worst NXT North American champion we've ever had.
There we go. Yeah, did you heard that with the? She said the worst.
And the one who wins the same way that Roman wins about 80% of the time, with cheating and interference, because Dominic can't win by his damn self.
That's right, Wrestling Doll. That's right. You hear that? He can't win it on his own.
NXT show with the Great Grand Slam Puba, as well as Dahlia Dark immediately after NXT every single Tuesday. I have to say a couple things on that. One, Dominic Mysterio is the greatest North American champion of all time. It's already proven. People actually started watching.
Of all time!
When he started having the championship, they started watching. Two, I still say that commercial sounds better than Chipmunk. I'm the exec consultant. That's Great Grand Slam Puba. That's Mike Nossen. Joining us is Vic from the Unpopular Review Wrestling Show on Saturdays when he shows up. It's good to see you. How you doing?
Vic.
Real quick, I would just want to get your quick thoughts on these matches I'm about to tell you right here because you're joining us late. Carlito Santos Escobar. Oh, so your mic's ain't working. All that is he came in here.
Carlito.
Oh, okay, Carlito. All right. Women's World Championship, Rhea and Zoe Stark.
Rhea, of course.
Joey Stank.
I knew you were gonna say that. I know.
I'm going Miz because I think it's time for Gunther to drop that.
Okay,
and go fight Roman.
All right, and that's not happening. Women's World Championship.
No, Damage Control.
It's not
they gotta solidify them as a group.
Oh, I did say this. I did say World Championship. No, but the War Games match. And yes,
Take it easy on the mimosa.
I haven't even drink anything. Let's talk about it. Men's War Games match. Sami Zayn, Randy Orton, and Jey Uso. The Cody Rhodes, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre in Judgment Day, which consists of the greatest North American champion of all time, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, as well as somebody whose name JD McDonough. I was about to say somebody whose name escapes me right now, who's obviously taking the L in this one. But go ahead and start talking about it first with you, Great Grandpa.
What the hell did you just call me? Did you try to make a funny Great Grandpa? Is that the best you got? You bubblegum jokes? Who I got winning this one? Look, honestly, Judgment Day should not be winning this. They just shouldn't. I got Cody and the Avengers going over here. JDSC taking the pin and getting and pinning. This was a rough one for me because I was like, is it Cody? I don't think it needs to be Cody. I got Randy pinning JD and Cody and the Avengers going over because I just don't. I mean, the story right here, right? I don't want to take the floor too much, but I'm going to do it anyway because what's going to happen here? But they're already doing these cracks with the Judgment Day. They're showing it slowly. You continue that story with them taking the L, and I don't know. I don't know when they kick out Damian Priest, but they slowly start doing that. So to answer your question, Avengers over. I don't know. We'll just say DCU. We'll just call them DCU because they suck. I watched like 5 minutes of the Beetle and I went to sleep. But
because you're an idiot who thinks Scooby Doo sucks.
You had no fun, Mike.
No, I'm just saying Blue Beetle is a great movie. Stop it. I'm with you though. What you're saying.
Blue Beetle was good.
I think Jay McDonough takes the pass. Why he's here. He's like Shotzi in this situation. That's why he's there. I think Randy Orton coming back is huge. Randy doesn't need the pop, but he will get the victory over JD McDonough. That's who will take the pinfall. But yeah, the Avengers win this game since the best thing they've had since he's back. RKO's back. So here it is. That's what I'm taking. It's going to be a good thing. I think it's going to have a lot of storytelling come out of this one. I'm actually really excited for this one. A lot of different ways to go because I like Quad is kept what Drew McIntyre said on Monday about his reasoning towards Jay. We all just supposed to forget what your family did, what your bloodline did. You did this to me. That was great. If you're not a fan of me, then you've never been a fan of me. I thought what they've done in this storyline between these two, it's been so really good to me. Even the distinction going on inside of even Judgment Day, not knowing who and I'm the leader. Oh, yeah, you are the leader in this match. All that stuff is just beautiful storytelling. I love it. Can't wait to see win this match, but we know
because what is wrestling, Mike?
Let's see what happens.
What is
wrestling? Is storyline.
There we go. Good job, Mike. Go ahead, Big Vic.
Well, can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound like you're in the studio.
Okay. Yeah, no, because it's still a lot of echo in here. Well, personally, I think that when it comes to this match, I think it's gonna figure out a way to get Damian to cash in. Because I might be wrong about this, but I think this is the last PLE of the year, and I really don't think they're gonna wait till the
main
Royal
roster
Rumble.
wise.
Yeah, I really don't think they're gonna wait to the Royal Rumble in order to do something like this or do the cash in at a Raw or a SmackDown. I think they're gonna figure out a way to hurt Seth Rollins and make it seem like he's in really bad shape, and then just figure out a cash in. I think prior to that, there's gonna be some dissension within the Judgment Day. Because clearly they're going to lose the match because the other team it has way too many stars in order for them to lose that match. So and I think that is going to basically just because truth be told, that part of it is predictable. So I got a feeling that they're going to just figure out a way to use all of this in order to get Damian to cash in. And then we'll finally see Damian as champion, and then Seth Rollins will go take the rest that he needs.
So let me tell you what pisses me off about this match, because I get pissed off about this match, and it's for comments like this. Why is it Cody's team? That bothers the hell out of me.
Because Cody is the one selling the most merch, so Cody's the leader of the team. Cody is that champion guy. Should be the leader of the team. Yeah, but the problem with Seth Rollins being world heavyweight champion is that everybody knows that that's just like Triple H pulling out the title. Back in the day, it's the World Heavyweight Championship. They put it away, and then they brought it back, and then just gave it to Seth Rollins. Everybody knows that. We all know that. Nobody is not getting the same respect that Roman is getting for that championship. We all know that. You know what I mean? So it is. It is
been a lot of everybody's, and we all knows because I don't knows that because I don't agree with that. There,
everybody knows that. Come on, man. First of all, you know that.
Hold on, let me finish. He made a title. Because the fans was demanding another title because Roman was just completely dominating wrestling under the leadership of Vince McMahon and how the storyline was going. Seth
they could have had him drop one of those belts.
Listen, I gave one thing and one thing. I know one thing for sure and two things for certain. His name, Damien, which is the other name is Priest, ain't beating Seth Rollins for that title. End of discussion. Hashtag bet that.
That might be how you feel, but that's definitely what is happening. And just because you feel it doesn't mean those are the facts, my man. Okay.
I don't know. I feel it in my bones. I got a Jones in my bones.
Like this right here.
I got a Jones in my bones.
Let me ask a question to the. Let me ask a question. I don't know what we're yelling about, but I'm for it. Let me ask a question to the panel. Am I the most sober person here? Because I think I'm the most sober person here. Because I haven't had a drink all day. Look.
We having fun, baby. Okay,
I agree.
All right, I'm loud. Let me rock. See, my wife is getting mad at me for talking shit with y'all.
Shocker. All right, so look, here's the thing, right? Mike is absolutely right. Damian Priest is not cashing that thing. Yes. He's respected. He's liked. He's an athlete. He's good, but he's still not world champion material.
Not that outfit.
I mean, yo, for
I don't see him successfully cashing out.
Why will he have this? Yo, he's going into a Dolph Ziggler level Money in the Bank run. Like this shit is too long already. This shit is way too long.
Mike, you have to be contractually
way too long.
It's been 5 months.
Let Mike be sensitive about other people's opinions. So anyway, listen. His thing is going too long. It's too long. Everybody else in the past few years, people have been cashing in the same night. This shit is too long, B. Gen Z does not have this attention span. Like, we need this cash in already. I mean, look, in my opinion, the reason I say this truthfully, even though I'm talking a lot of shit, I just think that it's gonna happen because it's the end of the year. You know what I mean? I really don't see another place for them to do so.
See, that's just why I don't think it's gonna happen because it's the end of the year. They're not gonna go into the new year as their champion being Damian Priest. That's the only thing. I don't even think an attempt is tried or successful attempt.
I think they're going to attempt it, but it's not going to
be a successful. I mean, I don't think it's going to even count like the bell kind of ring kind of. I don't even think it gets off the ground. I just think with Royal Rumble coming, there's so much you're going to do. There's so much they're trying to do. They're raising the prices to ridiculous. I mean, this man above me still thinks for some strange reason our asses is getting in the building, and I still say, okay, I'll see you at the hotel, wherever it is we have a party. Because good luck that you're going to spend some cake.
Yeah, when I looked at the WrestleMania tickets yesterday, along with Survivor Series and Royal Rumble, hey, I don't even know. We might have to find a spot for Royal Rumble the way these tickets are looking, man.
Hold on, but speaking about Mania, though, like, you think we'll be able to get in the building?
I think we'll stand next to the building.
This guy.
He said,
Listen,
I-
they
because
are
listening
charging
to you-
$300. I'm sorry, Vic. They're charging $300 just to be in the parking lot with Chicky and Pete's, which is a famous station up there with WIP.
Wow.
They're having Xfinity Live is charging $150 to get in there. Like, so they are. Listen, it's going to be insane. Can you understand something? Yes, it's in Philadelphia, but that's an East Coast pay-per-view. New York, Jersey, they're all coming.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you got your
Right.
international. And like I said,
Right.
what I've learned from my guys who do this on a regular, both ways, the way that, going, get the tickets that day, that kind of thing, and early. And I saw it this past weekend with they opened up the tickets for the weekend itself. Survivor Series. I mean, not Survivor Series. How you
Royal
say
Rumble?
it? No, the
WrestleMania?
Raw, the SmackDown,
Oh.
the NXT. They were $160 for all 4 days. If you're not buying tickets any longer on the day of pre-sale, you're going to spend through the wazoo for tickets. It's just, that's what it is now with this company.
What if you don't have a wazoo?
Well, then your ass is SOLLL, no cool J.
You stupid. You say whatever you don't have.
Absolutely right. Damn, WWE just making a lot of money now. They're selling a lot of tickets, and whether I go to SmackDown or Survivor Series or both, it's going to be quite questionable because the tickets are expensive. But we'll want to find. Hey, I'll be next to the building, just like Ron said.
Streaming it on your phone.
Yeah, right there.
Nah,
And then when you do it, make sure you get the doors. Like, this is a nice door that I can't go through.
The last Survivor Series I went to was in Survivor Series 2009. It was right after that Survivor Series. They were talking about no longer having Survivor Series. It was in DC.
I remember that.
And I paid $25 to sit all the way up top, and I was fine with that.
That's what's going to happen if we go to Mania. Is I'm being honest. We're going to be in the top of Lincoln Financial for $150.
I don't mind that.
It's usually,
I'm sorry. I meant to say $350. I apologize.
Shit, I paid $250 for 35 for WrestleMania.
The
35.
problem is that I've paid historically for level 1 seats $250, and for them to go from $250 to $1,000. As much as I've been a fan, all these belts behind, much as I love this company, they can suck my ass after I've taken a dirty shit, because that's just wrong to have your prices
I'm not
be
gonna lie.
that
Everything
that's
that
high.
I had to hear all that.
I
heard all the
Sorry, earmuffs for those who can't understand the adult conversation.
I will say this. I will say this. $165 is the cheapest tickets for Survivor Series right now, and that is all the way up top behind the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
I paid for floor seats for SummerSlam for $175. That was SummerSlam, which was only 3 months ago. This is a little bit crazy.
Where was SummerSlam again?
Detroit.
Exactly.
No. Here's the difference.
Exactly.
No, what they have done, what
matters.
No, what they've done, what happens lately, and I see you different cities, right? Go back to Tennessee when he's gone. It doesn't matter anymore. They have gone to such another level in globalness that if we don't buy the tickets, they're coming from overseas. And again, Philly is. You're right. I'm with you with that. Philly. We better hope for another pre-sale, and everybody on this panel who wants to go have that credit card ready.
And I'll also say this because they're going overseas all the time now. They're like, if the United States don't want to pay that money, France will, Germany will, Australia will.
They will. No, they definitely will.
The heartbeat.
I agree. They definitely will, because I mean, those people, they get like, look, they're not like, for example, as a New York wrestling fan, we are spoiled.
Yep.
Very
Exposed to New
spoiled.
York everywhere.
So the thing is that
New
like
York,
when it
Philadelphia,
comes to,
Chicago, DC.
yeah, exactly, the major cities where they always know they're gonna get banked. So these places consistently get visited, and like, you know, when they go to France and Germany and all of that, they would probably go once a year. Crown Jewel gets so hyped because they literally go maybe once or twice a year.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
these people, like, you know, I mean, look at that Drew McIntyre show that they did.
The
Clash
castle.
of the
Castle.
Castle. You saw how crazy that was? I mean, no, a perfect example, Puerto Rico, Backlash. Wow, bro. I wish.
How much did I pay for that ticket too?
You probably paid $25.
I went to War Rumble, I went to Backlash, I went to SummerSlam, and I think for Backlash, I think we paid $75. For the War Rumble, I might have paid like $125 on the floor. And now I'm paying $165 to sit up top, where I paid $25 for some years ago, some 15 years ago almost. It's quite amazing. But
who you got winning this match though? You haven't given us that.
Oh, I thought I have. I said damage control.
No, you haven't.
No.
I said damage control.
No, yeah. What are you talking about?
The team.
I'm the only sober one here.
I am. Team Seth Rollins is definitely picking up the W on this one, no doubt. Randy Orton takes the RKO out on JD McDonough. I think this match is the hype of the night, and let's just be honest, it's basically because of Randy Orton. Look at those themes. I said it, I think, on the Mike Knox show. I'm like, this is going to be the most sung opening of a match you've ever had. You have the 4 most over songs between Cody Rhodes, between Seth Rollins, between Sami Zayn, between Jey Uso. That whole place is going to be rocking.
Facts.
And then Randy Orton comes out also on top of that, even though his song's not.
Does Randy come out last?
Yeah, he has to. He has to.
People will probably start singing voices if they do voices.
I hear voices in my head.
I heard they did a remix to this song, actually.
That guy, Jack, wanted to do something fun, and I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to say this.
What am I going to do fun?
We going to do karaoke?
Well, no, that's something we're going to do when they for the Royal Rumble, before they come down. What do you think the entrance of Team Seth Rollins / Cody Rhodes, I'll say, is going to be? Here's an example. I think the first person to come out is going to be Cody. Then I think it's going to be Sami Zayn.
See you, April.
Then I think
happy Thanksgiving.
I think Sami comes out first.
You think Sami comes out first? I think Cody comes out first.
Cody,
Sami.
No. I think Cody. Okay, so you're saying who comes out first?
Yeah.
I feel like okay.
No, I think Cody comes out last.
I feel like Jay.
Comes out last.
I feel like Jay, Sammy, Sammy.
I say Jay, Sammy, Seth, Cody,
and then Randy.
And then Randy.
Yeah, that's the order right there. I had to think about these people's names, but yeah.
I think Cody, Sammy, Jay, Seth, and then Orton. And here's the thing, and we're not going to use this as a tiebreaker. You know, for the last CPO leads, I tied with Dan the Man. But put this in the chat, and then we want to see, because I guarantee that's the order, because that's the way you do it. Your first person is always your second biggest babyface. Your last person is your babyface, your biggest babyface.
I mean,
what is that Boondocks music?
Well, I think it's gonna be. I definitely think Orton's gonna be last because they're gonna cash in.
Let me see your grill.
Oh yeah, clear.
They're gonna cash in on that. What's it called? The nostalgia pop, the long distance pop. You know what I mean? As far as Randy Orton going last,
and they have to.
And
tiebreaker.
Like
will there be CM Punk chants?
Yes.
Yes,
they will be there, but he won't be there.
Yeah,
he won't be there.
He'll be there for Royal Rumble.
People think he's gonna show up. I remember I was being.
I think he shows up for Rumble. I think
he's gonna show up.
Well, the latest rumor is that he is the one that Nakamura is talking about.
Yeah, I heard that too. They also say that he's the devil. Wrestling fans, everybody's everybody.
I also hear that they're doing that to try to get Okada.
Oh, you heard all those things? I heard that.
We don't want Okada.
I heard that
he injures everybody.
We were talking about all the stuff about CM Punk. I heard that he came up with that segment for NWA with James Mitchell and stuff like this. Since we were talking about all these things we heard about CM Punk. CM Punk is not showing up, guys.
No, not this week, no. But he's coming back to WWE.
Oh no! If you bring him back, you need to bring him back to Survivor Series.
Oh, I love that name. I'm sorry. Like I'm
it's
looking
too
in
obvious
chat.
in Chicago.
Crash Gaming's good job. I don't know if that's a Crash.
Nice.
Chicago was very spoiled. They had an AEW show.
Well, you can't say you called it. It's already been called. Were you the first one? Where's your rotations at?
CM Punk versus Shinsuke. People are picking out his images in a poster. Yeah. Oh my gosh! It was funny how people were just seeing stuff like, "Oh, you hear this? You hear this? You hear this?" CM Punk is definitely coming back. They're teasing it.
CM Punk confirmed, bro.
I mean, but you know what though? That's always been the wrestling fans, because like
true.
Back in the day, we used to look at the newspaper and then look at the predictions and see what happened. You know what I mean? Because you're too young. But
I am young. Thank you.
Yeah. So you probably don't remember newspapers and rotary.
I don't know. I wasn't around for the 1940s.
I remember newspaper, but for wrestling news.
Yeah, in the Daily News. I mean, hey.
When they were in Madison Square Garden, they had stuff like that. Like when they would go like to the Spectrum and they'd be in prison, it would be in there if it was in your area, but not every Monday and stuff. I didn't get it.
There would be like a little wrestling section, and then they would put it in the corner. Of course. So anyway, like back in the day, people would always. So what would happen is that all the wrestling fans, we would read that and then start talking that shit about what was going to happen. But now we got a million different news sources. And we got a million different people that are just popping that stuff. People talking about Okada. People talking about CM Punk. I think this whole thing with CM Punk is just because it's Chicago. And then, you know, it's clickbait.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, more than anything, I think it's clickbait. I think that I don't think they want CM Punk back.
I think I think there's too many signs to point it towards, like little bitty innuendos that wrestling fans that have no time on their hands more than what we have, that points these things out about like the commentary and the how the imagery and the verbiage be the same that they used at Punk and was using. I've seen too many clues that wrestling fans have pointed out to him coming back. I originally said on the Mike Knox show it would be in Chicago, and then I thought that's too Tony Khan. They wouldn't do that. It's too obvious. So then I started leaning towards Randy, which we are going to get. But I do think Punk comes back. When, where, and how, I do not know. I think it's not even about, again, I said on Monday, we just played the clip. It's not about show friends. CM Punk brings ratings. That's one Bill Phil. Okay? He shows up, ratings go through the roof. And
I mean, that is true. But let's be honest, what are they going to do with him?
People are saying, and I don't know, any run for me, I'm okay when it's WrestleMania season to give me the best and better show. Him and Seth, I'm here for that.
I think that'll be his best pairing, actually, is to put him against Seth Rollins. 100%. But I don't see a long-term story for CM Punk, unfortunately. I will only bring him in short-term. Actually, honestly speaking, if I were to bring in him as a manager, I would bring him in as in a probationary period, you know, to see how you are going to act. You know, that's just me. What's up, Nico Extra? Doing big things over there at Extra Productions. All right, we're going to wrap this up so everybody can get back to their Thanksgiving festivities, as you can hear in Mike Knox's background. So, unless anybody has anything else to say, for the Great Grand Slam Puma, for Vic, for Mike Knox, we hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving. We will see you on Saturday, I think, for the Unpopular Review Wrestling Show. We'll see.
Was that towards me?
No, that was towards me.
That was toward both of y'all. So we will see you.
I'm the best.
You're the best at what?
I don't think so.
The best at talking shit about Scooby-Doo when you're wrong?
Mike Knox, enjoy your champagne. Mr. Knox.
I'm on Maker's Mark right now, thank you.
Whatever makes your mark.
It's a mixture. Well, we are marks. We're all wrestling fans. Jazz hands!